Yes, on today's menu, we're having the BlueBella marketing controversy.
I think that the problem here is the message is not strong is beautiful, which is what they claim. The message is that almost naked is sexy.
It's up as if they're going to some kind of S&M bondage
yes, exactly.
club.
Now, I've got many issues with this, notwithstanding the fact that if it is supposed to be for body positivity, for women in sport, they're not doing that.
I wouldn't call it a disaster because I do think that they are actually selling more of their product than less, and I don't think they're losing customers. But what is interesting is that BlueBella has basically stirred up some controversy because they've been dabbling in false advertising, false messaging, however you want to call it, right? They're trying to have their cake and eat it too by basically saying one thing and doing another. Because as you can see here, they put these women in lingerie, and they are pretending this is going to help young girls stay in the sport of rugby that are questioning if they should leave it because their body's changing and their body's becoming too masculine. And so BlueBella is going to put a stop to that. Now, the reason why so many people, and including myself, are calling bullshit on that is because there are already so many sports out there where women's bodies are changing. You know, take gymnastics for instance. Women are very, very masculine and very, very strong build in that sport. You see a lot of strong, thick legs, big shoulders, strong arms. They don't care. They love the sport, and they start at a young age and they continue all the way through college and in their professional careers. They don't care how they look. They just care about winning. If you ever met a gymnastic girl, she's super competitive. And the same goes for tons of other sports. You know, you've got female swimmers who have very strong bodies, very wide shoulders. You've got female track stars. You know, look at the 100-meter dash women, for instance. Like, look at this build. There are so many women that run track that are built like absolute tanks, and you have to. It's a very explosive sport. You're not gonna get there with some lean marathon body. You need lots and lots of muscle. And so even though they're trying to sell this as some sort of empowering campaign for, you know, getting young girls into rugby, it is complete nonsense. What they're just trying to do is they're trying to sell lingerie. I mean, if we take a look at this company's website, or not website, but at this company's social media, for instance, their YouTube, look at this. They were not pulling in any serious views. They got like 200 views on this video. They got 600 views on a video 9 months ago. They got 95 views on a video 7 months ago. It is just pathetic. And so this video in just 4 days already did 8.5K views. And so for their standard, they basically now have a viral moment where everybody's talking about it. People on X are sharing it everywhere. And so they actually achieve what they wanted, which means more eyes on their brand. And I remember a suit company for men, actually, Suit Supply. What they would do is they would do these super provocative shoots where, you know, the man is in control and empowered, and then the woman is sort of submissive and subjective, and he's just doing with her what he pleases. And it caused so much shit. Like, so many feminist and female groups were angry and they were raging, but they were selling suits like crazy. They opened shops. I mean, since those controversial campaigns that they were scolded for, Suit Supply has only expanded and has grown massively. And so it clearly didn't hurt them in their expansion efforts. And so the question is, does this company BlueBella give a shit? Basically, that's what it comes down to, because I don't think they do. Now the question is, did it translate in actual sales? Because if it did, well, okay, case closed. It was a massive success, and they're probably going to do more of these and probably going to try and provoke even more. If they didn't even increase their sales, then it was a complete failure all around, because nobody is really buying their bullshit argument that this is empowering to women or empowering to little girls. Because like I said earlier, rugby is not the most popular sport anyway. Most girls are doing gymnastics, they're doing swimming, they're doing track, they're doing CrossFit. Like, women are doing a lot of other sports that is already changing their bodies. Let's not forget that. So it's a bullshit message, and people are holding this brand accountable.
The issue that the campaign is directed to young women in order to try and keep them in sport, and there's almost an oddness about that.
Oh, definitely. I feel it's totally misjudged. Playing rugby in rugby attire is beautiful, but putting these women in lingerie, I think, is ridiculous.
I'm criticising a culture that suggests that rugby players have to wear lingerie to show that strong is beautiful. They should be able to be strong and beautiful in normal clothes. You know, I would not expect to go into an office and see women in underwear proving that professional women can be beautiful.
You shouldn't be trying to hide behind the fact that, you know, you put women in lingerie and you are objectifying them, you are making them look sexy and desirable, but then try and turn that into some sort of empowerment because you want to get the feminist on board, you want to get the feminist message out when you're just simply selling sex. It's the same nonsense we hear all the time from people supporting OF work. You're simply selling lingerie, you want the female body to look good, be desirable, you're selling sex. We can see it in all of their other campaigns, and now they're pretending as if they are the most, you know, forward-thinking brand who is all about the feminist messaging. And they're simply not. Just don't bullshit. Just be honest, and you can easily sell a lot of product. But don't try to sell something that you're not. That's all that this controversy is about, basically.